lesson, we are going to build a KPI gauge chart to visualize progress toward a target. First, we set up our data. In the KPI value cell, we type the percentage we want to track. For example, 66%. In the remaining cell, we calculate 100 minus the KPI value. This shows how much is left to reach the target. And in the max cell, we enter 100%. This value allows us to control the donut so we can hide the top half later. Now select all three values, KPI value, remaining, and max. Go to the Insert tab and choose a donut chart. Right now it looks like a full donut. We are going to turn this into a half gauge. Right-click the chart and choose Format Data Series. Change the angle of the first slice to 270 degrees. This rotates the donut so the gauge will start at the bottom center. Now select the max slice, which represents 100%. Right-click and choose No Fill. This removes the top portion and instantly creates a half donut shape. We do not delete this slice. We only hide it because it keeps the gauge stable. Next, select the remaining slice and change it to a very light gray or soft blue. This creates the faded inactive section. Now select the KPI slice and apply a stronger color, for example teal. This represents the completed portion of the KPI. Click the chart again and increase the donut hole size to around 60%. This creates a cleaner visual style. To finish, insert a text box in the center of the gauge and link it to the KPI value cell. Format it bold, large, and centered. This text will update automatically every time the number changes. Now we have a dynamic KPI gauge that visually communicates progress. If the KPI increases or decreases, the chart updates instantly. This makes it perfect for dashboards, scorecards, and performance tracking. Now we are going to build a performance speedometer with a moving needle. This chart will update automatically when the score changes. First, we set up the rating scale. We create 5 categories: very poor, poor, fair, good, and excellent. Each category equals 20%. These values create the colored zones on the speedometer. Now select those 6 values and insert a donut chart. Right-click the chart and choose Format Data Series. Set the angle of the first slice to 270 degrees. Increase the donut hole size to 60%. Color each slice to create a rating scale. Very poor is dark red. Poor is orange. Fair is yellow. Good is light green. Excellent is green. This creates the background for the speedometer. Now we are going to build the needle for our speedometer. The needle comes from a pie chart that we will extract a single slice from. We start by preparing 3 values: score, needle, and rest. The score represents the employee's performance value and controls where the needle points. The needle value is 2%, which keeps the needle thin, sharp, and the correct visual size. The rest value completes the total to 200% and keeps the pie chart structure stable. Now select all 3 values, score, needle, and rest, and insert a pie chart. At this moment, the chart will show 3 slices. This is normal. It will not look like a needle yet. Before we remove any fills, we need to place this pie chart exactly on top of the donut gauge that we built earlier. Click the pie chart and drag it directly over the donut gauge. Resize the pie chart until both charts match in size. The edges should overlap and the circles should align. Use the arrow keys if needed to nudge the pie chart into the perfect center position. This step is very important. If the pie chart is not aligned correctly, the needle will not rotate like a real gauge. Once the pie chart is placed correctly on top of the donut gauge, now we extract the needle. Right-click the score slice and set it to no fill. Right-click the rest slice and set it to no fill. Do not delete them, they still control rotation and structure. Now select the needle slice and fill it with black. This slice is the actual needle. Right-click the pie chart and choose Format Data Series. Set the angle of the first slice to 270 degrees. This places the needle's starting point at the bottom center, just like a real speedometer. Remove the chart outline and remove the background so only the needle remains visible. Make sure the pie chart stays centered on top of the donut gauge with no gaps. At this point, the needle is fully functional. If we change the score value, the needle rotates automatically to the correct position. If the score is low, the needle points toward the weaker performance zones. If the score increases, the needle moves toward the stronger zones. The logic behind this chart is simple. We build a pie chart only to extract one slice. We hide every slice except the needle. We place it on top of the donut gauge, and we let the score rotate it like a real speedometer. This creates a dynamic performance meter that reacts instantly whenever the score value changes.